Part 4, Betrayal at Dawn. The final hour. The ship's ambient lighting had dimmed to simulate night as Commander Blackwood made his way through the quiet corridors toward Containment Bay 3. He moved with purpose but without haste, nodding to the occasional crew member he passed. Appearing suspicious now would doom their plan before it began. His comm unit vibrated silently against his wrist. Lieutenant Patel's voice came through, barely above a whisper, "Security rotation complete. Team Alpha just began their shift, mostly new transfers, less familiar with standard protocols." "Good," Blackwood murmured. "Status on the diversion?" "Ready to initiate on your command. Environmental controls in sectors 5 through 8 will register a critical pressure fluctuation. Not dangerous, but protocol requires full security response." "And the escape pod?" Sergeant Reynolds's voice joined the channel. "Prepped and ready, sir. Life support configured for both human and non-standard physiology. I've masked it as a routine maintenance check in the system." "Excellent." Blackwood checked his chronometer. "Synchronize for execution in 48 minutes. As he approached Containment Bay 3, Blackwood was surprised to find only a single guard at the entrance, a young corporal who snapped to attention at his approach. "Commander," the corporal acknowledged. "Can I help you, sir?" "At ease, Corporal. I'm here to brief the subjects on transfer protocols." The lie came easily, bolstered by the confidence of his rank. The corporal hesitated. "Sir, my orders are that no one enters without direct authorization from Major Voss or Dr. Felton." Blackwood raised an eyebrow. "Corporal, I am the executive officer of this vessel. Are you suggesting I need permission to perform my duties?" "No, sir, but," the young soldier struggled visibly with the conflict of orders. "I understand you're following protocol," Blackwood said more gently. "Contact Major Voss if you feel it's necessary. However, I should warn you that he's currently in briefing with Captain Okafor and specifically asked not to be disturbed for non-emergencies." It was another lie, but a calculated one. The corporal's resolve wavered, then crumbled. "That won't be necessary, sir. But I'll need to accompany you inside." "Standing orders." "Of course," Blackwood agreed, relief washing through him. One guard would be manageable. The door slid open, revealing the containment bay's dimly lit interior. Lily lay sleeping on the small cot that had been provided for her, while Goliath remained vigilant nearby. The creature's bioluminescent organs pulsed softly in the darkness, creating an almost ethereal atmosphere. As they entered, Goliath's attention focused immediately on Blackwood. The behemoth shifted slightly, its massive form tensing. "Commander?" Lily's voice came sleepily from the cot. She sat up, rubbing her eyes. "Is it time to go to the station?" "Not quite yet," Blackwood replied, moving closer. "I just wanted to check on you before the transfer." The corporal remained by the door, hand resting near his sidearm, clearly uncomfortable in Goliath's presence. Lily studied Blackwood's face with that uncanny perceptiveness he'd noticed before. "You're worried," she stated simply. "A little," he admitted. "How are you feeling?" "Scared," she replied with surprising honesty. "The new doctor doesn't like Goliath. He wants to hurt him." Her small face hardened. "I won't let him." "That's actually why I'm here," Blackwood said, lowering his voice. "I think you and Goliath might be in danger. I want to help you." Lily's eyes widened. "You'll take us away?" Before Blackwood could respond, the corporal stepped forward. "Sir, I should remind you that conversation with the subjects is to be monitored and recorded." "At ease, Corporal. This is a standard pre-transfer assessment." Blackwood turned back to Lily. "Dr. Richmond sent me some information. About you, and about what happened at Nova Thera." Lily's face clouded. "The bad things came. They hurt everyone." She reached out toward Goliath, who extended one of its limbs to meet her small hand. "Goliath saved me. He heard me calling. You called him? With your mind? She nodded solemnly. I can hear him too. Not words, but feelings. Pictures. He was alone for a long time before he found me. Sir, the corporal interrupted again, more insistently this time. I really must insist. The ship-wide comm system suddenly blared to life, security alert in sectors 5 through 8. All available personnel report for emergency response procedures. The corporal looked torn, glancing between his post and the door. Go, Blackwood ordered. I'll remain with the subjects until you return. But sir, my orders have been superseded by emergency protocols. Go, Corporal. That's an order. With clear reluctance, the young soldier saluted and hurried out. As soon as the door closed behind him, Blackwood turned to Lily. We don't have much time. I'm going to take you somewhere safe, but we need to move quickly. Goliath rose to its full height, bioluminescent organs pulsing rapidly. He wants to know if we can trust you, Lily translated, her eyes never leaving Blackwood's. I hope so, he replied honestly. I can't promise everything will be perfect, but I promise I'll do everything I can to keep you both safe and together. Lily and Goliath seemed to confer silently for a moment. Then the child nodded. He believes you. He says your mind feels honest. Blackwood touched his comm. Patel, Reynolds, we're moving ahead of schedule. Initiate Phase 2 now. Copy that, Patel replied. Be advised, Major Voss just entered Deck C with a security team. He may be heading your way. Blackwood's pulse quickened. Understood. Proceeding to extraction point. He turned to Lily. We need to go now. Stay close to me, and tell Goliath to follow but stay quiet. Can you do that? The girl nodded solemnly and placed her hand on Goliath's limb again. The massive creature lowered itself slightly, becoming less imposing though no less formidable. The escape begins. The corridor outside Containment Bay 3 was empty, the corporal had responded to the emergency alert as ordered. Blackwood led Lily with Goliath following close behind, its massive form somehow moving with surprising stealth. We're heading to Bay 7, Blackwood explained as they walked. There's an escape pod waiting. It will take you to a mining outpost where friends of mine can help you disappear for a while. What about you? Lily asked, her small hand gripping his tightly. Blackwood hesitated. I need to stay behind. Make sure no one follows you. Will they hurt you? Don't worry about me, he assured her, though in truth, he had few illusions about the consequences he would face. They turned a corner and found themselves face to face with Scientist Rivera, who stood blocking their path. For a moment, all parties froze in surprise. Commander Blackwood, Rivera said calmly, as if encountering a senior officer with an escaped child and alien creature was perfectly normal. I see we had the same idea. Blackwood's hand moved toward his sidearm. Step aside, Rivera. I'm not your enemy, Commander. Rivera raised his hands slowly. I've been trying to make contact with you since you found them. I was stationed at Nova Thera, one of Dr. Fleming's assistants. Joaquin. Lily's voice was uncertain. You worked with the other children. Rivera nodded, his expression softening. That's right, Lily. You remember me. You taught us games to help control our abilities, she said, studying him carefully. Mind games. And you were the best student I ever had, Rivera replied with a genuine smile before turning back to Blackwood. Commander, Voss knows about your plan. Someone on your team talked. Blackwood felt cold dread settling in his stomach. How do you know this? Because I've been monitoring his communications. He set a trap at Bay 7. Rivera gestured down an adjacent corridor. There's another way, maintenance shaft 22B leads directly to Bay 4. The transport they prepared for Lily is still there, fully fueled and ready. Why should I trust you? Because I was there when Nova Thera fell. I saw what they did, using colonies as bait, treating children like weapons. Rivera's eyes flashed with anger. I've spent a year undercover, gathering evidence. But Lily's safety comes first. Blackwood hesitated, weighing the risks. His comm unit crackled to life, Commander. Reynolds's voice was urgent. Security teams converging on Bay 7. I've been compromised. Do not proceed to extraction point. Decision made, Blackwood nodded to Rivera. Lead the way. Double cross. The maintenance shaft was narrow and dimly lit, forcing Goliath to crouch even lower to maneuver through the confined space. Blackwood kept Lily between himself and Rivera, unwilling to fully trust the scientist despite the apparent confirmation of his warning. How much further? He asked as they passed another junction. 2 more sections, Rivera replied softly. Bay 4 is just beyond the next bulkhead. Lily suddenly stopped, her face twisted in concentration. Someone's coming. Lots of people. She turned to Goliath, her eyes widening. They want to hurt him. Before Blackwood could respond, a panel in the ceiling above them slid open, and a small canister dropped down, immediately filling the corridor with dense, bluish gas.